Carson has that one really funky song. Yeah, sorry if you missed Carson's music. Wasn't able to get them in time. So, Insup. Nice to see you back, mate. This is DK, Ghouls, and this is RazerMoon's favorite. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen a Warden in a cast. You guys saw it almost every week, right? But for me, it's really special. Insup starts to be annoying with an Acolyte right here. Insup got this? We'll see, man. Ghouls immediately pressuring this Warden. It's more or less standard to fast expand on this map. Ooh, and Baron is leaking the finals. May 26th, May 27th, May 28th. So pretty much right after the War 3 Champions finals are done, we go into other finals and into the NA LUL Cup finals. Guys, you have a hot May ahead. Warden is striking back with Shadow Strike, of course, but into the for the rescue is Insup. Lightning Shield on the DK. Ooh, that's could be gnarly. Maybe able to steal some creeps here, put some pressure on the Archer, and he gets it. Nicely stopping here to prevent the Lightning Shield against the Ghoul, and therefore saving it. But Warden can't really get off the ground, and Insup is teching. No early expansion. No early commitment. Rather pulling back now. He did sell his town portal, so you gotta be a little careful as RazerMoon. He loves to just click on the heroes. And why not? You do damage to them, you slow them, then you get closer, then you right click, then you do even more damage, rinse and repeat.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Warden can finally finish this spot, or can she? No, ruthless aggression. I was about to say, can you steal this one? That would be sick. But no, level 2 can't be prevented right here. Archers trying to save them into Shadow Melts. Reveal did hit the max range, but on the other side, block. This is exactly the kind of match that I expected. And that DK is going down! Can't be denied. There we go. And that's a way to creep a ward. But on the other side, Berserker down. Warden out of mana. Renegade Wizard goes to RazerMoon, by the way, level 2.8. Plus boots and the staff. That was important to steal the staff early at the shop. Otherwise, Insup could have used it.
A player's forces are under attack.
What's this Catwoman hero? It's Kiri. Kiri is a beauty. Pato, you see, you realize beauty when you see it. Like every day in the mirror. Nice little Hunter's Hall trapped here. Or, not trapped, but hidden there. Little late, maybe? But that's about it. Insup has to play from behind.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he'll be pummeled. There is an answer coming to this Warden harass. He was expecting this. With a Necropolis to build more Acolytes during possible tier 3 tech. But yeah, that tier 3 tech is later than the Night Elf tech, and with that, Yikes. RazerMoon, I think I can also say that much, will be part of the War 3 Champions Finals in the 2-on-2 department alongside DICE.
Players' forces are under attack.
Don't even know if they play double Night Elf or not. Cookie Monster buying a snapback and one piece of other merch. That's sweet. I don't know what that other piece of merch is, unfortunately, but I do appreciate that. I hope for you it's the mug. The mug is really good. Also the bomber jacket is really good. Or the beanie is also very good. We got so much good merch, man.
A player's forces are under attack.
So we creep at the same time. Gotta be really careful, because the Shadow Priest has to do the last hits, etc. And INSUP can't really unfold. No level 2 coil. No big army. No high tech. Ugh.
Players' forces are under attack.
Nice Coil Nova action against it though. But the Warden can always staff back. There is a solid cooldown now. And INSUP, yeah, he needs time. Good for him that there's no expansion against this. There was time and probably also resources. But first we get Dryads, Bears. Not even Tellus or MGs yet. Not even a Wind yet, right? But there's also plenty of time until Destroyers are up. So no need for that. Calm before the next storm. Warden got an orb, but never level 4. 2 heads. That's the way. That's the way. Thank you, man.
Players' forces are under attack.
Good multitasking. Always doing something while trying to find new targets, aka victims, with the Warden.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, oh. Enough heal. Alright, INSUP still might be able to go for a tier 3 push. Old mate dad, thank you for playing and also for the sub. Much, 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 much appreciated. Wait, are the alerts off? Yeah, god damn. Wait, was that stolen? No. DK got the last hit. So, boom. And boom. Let the slaying continue. Do we have Destroyer upgrade? No, only in 5 seconds. Little early this fight, maybe. DK also once again hurt, but Invis Potion and the Dust Purchase. Sweet plays by INSUP. Problem is, how will he heal this DK now? Dark Ranger for silence against the Blink and Shadow Strike action. It's so annoying. Bear is getting nuked and the DK is just constantly hidden in the shadows. If only he would have used that dagger before, but not allowed. Warden? Did he pick up the... picks up the wards? That reveals the DK. Oh my god, but Coil Nova out of nowhere. INSUP is back, ladies and gentlemen. The early game was pretty damn bad. But holy moly. Did RazerMoon walk into a meat grinder? I told you, the tier 3 timing is still there. There was no Panda. There was no Naga. There was nothing really that was stopping this army. INSUP with a 6 save. Good silences as well. There was some quick reactions. Especially with that Invis and Dust. Love it. Alright, world is your oyster, Insup. Until RazerMoon gets level 5 Warden. And maybe talents and stuff. That's the problem. Dude, I was so sure that RazerMoon is winning this. But Lich has 3 claws, double gloves. Yeah! It's hard to fight against that Lich, not gonna lie. And that's the problem of not having an expansion versus undead. Or fighting out in the open when the tier 3 destroyer upgrade is finished. That's the one timing you really want to prevent. Really want to delay, really want to dodge. Or make it as hard as possible for the undead. Because destroyer with mana wreck you. Coil Nova is a big problem. And Insub is about to close this out. I am very satisfied with this game, regardless of the outcome. I got exactly what I wanted from this game. Wild brawls, no calm moments, some nice hero focus and saves. Now, okay, I was about to say, I don't know if RazerMoon is religious, but he should send a prayer if he wants to have a chance. Insup wins it. 1-0 for him, that's the lead. That's halfway through the semifinal where probably the hit person would be waiting. If he's beating, who was it? Who was it? Guess, exactly. Echo Owls, boom, 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 Insup 1-0. And next one is Twisted. Lots of space for the Warden. Lots of time and space for expansions. MMR-wise, by the way, oh, can I catch this real quick? These guys are I just missed it. These guys are 1 MMR point apart. 1. That is sick. So will Insup have a more stable early game? Will RazerMoon find level 5 faster? Will that Echo Harass work a little better? And can we push the sub counter up to 2000? We're close. We're 22 away. And we're only in the quarterfinal. Is your mate here today? Yeah, my personal NA LUL Cup assistant is here. He did partly partly good job, partly shit job. You know him. Shout out to Neo for casting at a ridiculous hour while casting has gone true legend less than 3. Insup, whenever we see each other again, 1 whiskey is on me. What a sweet lad. So true. It would just be appropriate if RazerMoon would just acknowledge this or quotes or... Neo, turn the head around so I can see the front. After the game, buddy. After the game. We stick with the DK. We stick with the Warden. And that's why I wanted exactly these two. And I also want game 3. iNSUP is of course playing his charm to bribe me a bit into having some casting bias for him. Not gonna work. I just want action. I'm working a little. So what's the play? It's a different play. It's expansion play. And on Twisted, it feels like every undead is playing this. And pretty successfully so.
A player's forces are under attack.
But RazerMoon is expecting this, has a wisp up here. Oh, hit. Detonate went off, but not on the DK, only on half the blight. That's not really problematic, especially if this Ziggurat goes through.
A player's forces are under attack.
Double Mantle and Wand of Mana stealing is obviously a lot of mana. Second skill point is saved in case he has to go out of a surround or jump out of a surround without staff here. And a counter expo is coming up, so it's really not the end of the world. This is probably gonna be a long game, everybody. One makes it to the shop faster again. Is he waiting for boots? Yeah, right? Lots of mobility. Just like on Echo Owls. And this is solid piercing damage. That's a cancel. Ooh, lots of bar time. Shout out to Mr. Winner and Danger taking a long time to play, so Neo can do both round of 4 matches probably and stay up till 8 AM. No, that's impossible, right? That should be impossible. I have a meeting at 10 AM. And you... It's probably not gonna go well. Just like the early games for iNSUP, they're not going well either. There's no TP, there's no staff, there's no potions available because this is tier 1. Acolyte block doesn't really do much because there's always a jump and there's always a strike. Can the Acolytes kill the 1 now? Nah. There's a staff ready. So, ghouls are here to defend. Not in the base then, huh? Only very few. On the other side we have very little mana, so not much to accomplish currently.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, the tier 2 tech is running. Problem for RazerMoon, of course, he didn't creep his expansion yet. Warden is super far away, so is the army. Also, the tree is getting caught. Limits the simultaneous creeping potential. There's nothing really in the north to help the poor Tree of Life out. And mana is gone as well, despite the Wand of Mana stealing. Cool blocks on both sides so far. iNSUP constantly trying to get the Warden surrounded, but that would only force the staff. And it does. I'm still on a journey here to replace Carson as good as I possibly can. So there we go. I got the yawner in. I was wondering when it's coming. I got the slurping. I got the yawning. I got the sniffles. I think that's it. Needs some humming maybe as well.
Players' forces are under attack.
Whew. 490 mana. That's like 7 Shadow Strikes, right? Including the mana regen. But iNSUP on 2 bases. Is iNSUP a Garg player in this scenario? I really don't know. There's a lot of things playable as an undead. Mass ghouls, mass gargs. Ghouls into fiends destroyers, as we've seen before. Basically, you can basically play everything. Until the warden gets out of control, sweeps around.
Players' forces are under attack.
But it's iNSUP, so do we even have to mention this? Desperately waiting for the Nova to have a better counterplay against it. Graveyard coming at the right hand side, not overwhelmed. RazerMoon a little further ahead when it comes to tech and production, etc. But definitely slower when it comes to the expansion, so it all evens out. No crazy levels. And no super successful hero focus. The saves by iNSUP were all fine and dandy. Carson would laugh at whoever loses. He's mean. Really? He needs a slap on the wrist. We see Muddy. Little shout out by RazerMoon. I like it. Ooh, Carson's talking about Nacho Wednesday.
Forces are under attack.
Would love to have some nachos. Ah! Surround! Nah! Someone oiled up the warden and it wasn't me.
A player's forces are under attack.
Carson would also talk about making spaghetti. I can do spaghetti, but probably tomorrow. I will do spaghetti. In the previous game, we were on a journey to rank the critters. I gotta say, the pig. Oh, the pig. We don't see her right now, but the pig kind of looks like. What's the English pronunciation? Pumbaa, the pig of Lion King. Very inspired, in my opinion. Love to see the rune braces on the DK.
Players' forces
Love to see the mana potion as well. Both have the game in a winnable spot. That is for sure. Lots of AoE on RazerMoon's side, lots of harassment potential, strong ultimates, strong timings, and of course Coral Nova on the side of iNSUP. The surrounds, a little whiskey influenced maybe on iNSUP's side.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shingle, are you the Shingle from the BattleNet forums? Really curious about that answer.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's a lot of fiends. And I don't think you can prevent level 2 Breath of Fire anymore. iNSUP needs heal scrolls. Sick dodge. There we go. Invo Potion. Heal Scroll on the DK. We got a fight, eh? Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. No fan of knives just yet, but should be coming. Coil is on time, but that was also the last one. No Mana Potion. I don't think that's the greatest fight you can take, Lich. Wants to continue brawling still. Get out! Ooh, 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 ooh. That was a solid monkey impression, wasn't it? I got a feeling that game 3 is not too unrealistic. It's Pumbaa. Okay, it's probably the same as in German. Feels like Lion King is a lot of people's favorite Disney movie of the 90s. Is that true, chat? Or do you have another one? My favorite Disney movie of all time? The Rescuers. But the Australian version. The sequel. INSUP is making yet another switch up. Frenzy, Web, Disease Cloud for A-bombs. What do we got here? Oh my god. Sobi Mask, Mantles on the Panda. INSUP also not too badly equipped, especially if RazerMoon sticks with the Shadow Strike. Yeah, the Rescuers Part 2 has an amazing Albatross, an amazing Snake, and is also very heartbreaking and sweet and everything.
Players' forces are under attack.
Sappers! Oh, INSUP sees it though. Can the ghouls reach? Yeah, he knows it. Premature explosion. We can all relate. So who got more of that map? Wait, did he cancel the staff? LOL? That on purpose? I guess so. Whoopsie. And yeah. Spread them trees of life everywhere. INSUP could also expand here. Favorite Disney movie, Little Mermaid? Damn. Tarzan, Robin Hood overall, good pick. Oh my god, that Breath of Fire is nasty. Anti-magic against it. Man, INSUP is getting a high tech count. 2 mentions of Robin Hood. Did not expect this. You guys have some underdog Disney picks. I appreciate that. Both are approaching 80 food. RazerMoon is filthy rich. And INSUP is scouting for more while expanding. Nice move! That's exactly what you gotta do on Twisted. On the other side, we get anti-air in either Talons or Hippos. I think Talons are better. Ghouls check the 1 o'clock move across and they prevent this expansion while building an expansion here. And RazerMoon doesn't have the read that there's a new base growing. Ooh, no way! Panda also has a spell shield. This is damn amazing. These inventories are amazing. The army compositions are pretty amazing. Hero levels 5-3. RazerMoon's certainly lacking the level 5. But we're getting there. Banshee Master Training. Yeah. If you possess all the bears, you don't have to fight them.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sometimes it's just that easy. No retrain to knives yet? Yeah, that is a problem. I don't like that either. But iNSUP is also should be getting rich very, very soon after all these investments. And then he can afford unlimited heal scrolls. But yeah, this tree was never repaired and never cancelled, so it's just sunken cost. Sapper again.
Player's forces are under attack.
Another tree planted and the sapper is coming. Warden is very hurt. Might just be tempting to nuke her. Invul potion. Oh no! He blew his own sapper up. Yikes. He did scout that expansion while there's only one Eklat here. Things are getting pretty wild over here, everybody. Push here, push there, gain a chicken.
Player's forces are under attack.
Who portals first? iNSUP it is. But we don't get an open fight. Maybe a nuke, maybe a bear. Wow, RazerMoon, that was a lot of cost for basically nothing.
The town is under siege.
And I'm kind of worried about my game 3. I really want my game 3, guys.
A player's forces are under attack.
There is web, so the hippos will be caught. He figured that out pretty early. This is gonna be a nasty fight. Double Sobi Mask and Bandit on the Panda. Warden should be safe. Still no retrain. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, but I think the haze was dispelled. Whoa, that was a sick dispel then. He has one more heal scroll against that big AoE and unlimited mana basically on RazerMoon. He needs a sick fight. He needs to rely on the heroes. But I'm not sure that this will be working. Supply is evening out to a degree. He's burning. He's going for the heroes now with the AoE. Fiends are falling rather quickly, but there's also anti-magic. It's not as much damage as it could be. Destroyer, saved, Panda, 5. And RazerMoon, I'm worrying about your supply, but I think it's possible that he even wins this fight. It should be. Destroyers are falling. They're basically dead supply if there's no mana on them. Or as long as there's no mana on them. And with Shadow Strike, he's nuking everything away. iNSUP losing 20 food there. And the heal scrolls. But he's still on 3 bases. RazerMoon soon to be on 4? Okay, mains are empty, so 3 then. Isn't iNSUP winning this like straight up? Man, never call a game if you have high level Warden and Panda. Did we get some undead bears? Not really, right? Most of the mana was spent on... Oh, nice snipe. Curse and anti-magic. Sapper number 4. Is RazerMoon spending some time with Foggy?
is under siege.
That would surprise me, but hey. Boom, 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 boom. He might have had a chat with Kevin, because there's certainly an aggression against these Naruk towers, that's for sure. But we get round 2 in these big fights, 150 food clashing, and the Panda again with lots of mana, but not unlimited mana here. Next Breath of Fire is lining up, all the fiends are burning. They still get some damage on the ground in the absence of destroyers for now at least. Only one healthier now, back into the fight. And Warden's making strides towards level 6. Every step you make. Avatar, there would even be mana for Avatar right here with a myriad of corpses. This is still so clutch. 69 supply, nice. Panda not close to 6, gotta be careful about that Warden. There's a coil coming soon. And another TP. Insup weathers the storm here. Keeps the gold mine up. Is still on 2 bases, but RazerMoon is on 3. And he has the better ults by far. And it's not like Insup can jump from base to base and just kick them in a second. It's not really happening. The real UD ultimate is Aura 3. We have that. And that's level 6, is it? Yup. Okay, now we have a whole different game. Avatar can constantly go towards acolytes and kill them. Also ghouls can go into the main, raise some spirits there, and also be used in the fight. But for that, Warden needs mana and Warden needs kills. Having both at the same time is tricky. Destro falls. Oh my god, Fiend is falling. Where's the Avatar? There we have him. And more corpses created as well. Insup is in big trouble. Another kill. Wait, Banshees don't leave corpses? Did I see that correctly? I never knew. Makes sense if they're ghosts, right? Wow, so much hero focus despite the AoE damage. Blink forward, but the coil of Insup was in time. I think he's just straightly out-leveled and out-mined. And didn't hit the last timing he had available. He wants that Lich gone, dude. He wants that Lich gone, but Insup always to the rescue. He's one of the rescuers, I guess. At least for this Lich now. So is the shop if he has the gold, but he's broke. Spent all his gold. And loses more and more units. More and more spirits raised. Insup raised a few spirits tonight as well, if you know what I'm saying. And that's the game. RazerMoon wins. I was worried about game 3, but we're getting game 3. And this series kinda deserves a game 3, if you ask me. Once the ults are there, we were on level 6 of the Panda. But weren't graced with Earthstorm and Fire. 1-1, everybody. And Twisted Meadows, always special. 25-minute banger. And we talked about Disney movies. What more can you hope for? So someone wanted to see the front side of this head thing. There it is. I hope you like it. As we have a little break here. I gotta cue some ads as well, but I'm just sticking with you. I think that was for the Cookie Monster, so here's that. Did Shingle answer the question if he is Shingle from BattleNet forums? That is really important to me. Because I have something to say. Probably disappeared. Let's see if we have results in the other part of the bracket. Hitman defeated Guess with 2-0. Dice defeated Krasik with 2-1. As you can see here on the challenge. Hitman vs. Guess 2-0. Dice vs. Krasik 2-1. Pato is playing Mr. Winner. So the winner of the next map is up against Hitman. That's gonna be our game. And Dice up versus Pato or Mr. Winner. Well, well, well. Should we just decide this game now? This series, I mean? The game was great from beginning to end. Exactly. And that's all the games of RazerMoon vs. Undead. And that is also most of the games of iNSUP versus Night Elf. So I think it's pretty great. The past few series always went to iNSUP. Did RazerMoon get this good that he can beat iNSUP now? Let's freaking go. I think he was missing out on the pendant of mana, but yeah, apart from that, he's right. What he had for dinner? Some sort of lens stew, I think. It was decent. Melting Valley, everybody. Melting Valley 2 updated version, a little bit of a revamp. A big map. Not too many expansions, but a lot to creep.
A player's forces are under attack.
Semi-final coming up. Hitman versus the winner of this map. So, creeping at the Merc camp, that's pretty efficient. It's a good level. It's also easy to do. I wonder if iNSUP knows how to play this map. Because he's usually a guy who is, I think, relatively conservative when it comes to maps. And a little hesitant to explore new maps. To be honest, there's also not the biggest incentive to go for the new maps, except Ladder and these cups. But cool to see Melting Valley. And there it is. Level 2 Merc Camp access. It's the typical Merc camps here.
A player's forces are under attack.
And yeah, this time no tier 1 expansions, no shenanigans. It's probably gonna be the tier 3 frenzy push. Shouldn't underestimate the creeps here on this map. They can be pretty powerful. Especially, wait, where is it? This camp, all of a sudden, Ogre Lord. Did not expect that when I played the map the first time. Okay, just got the answer I wanted.
Player's forces are under attack.
so far. INSUP is the Lord of the Rings. But the pop-punk version, I guess. The DK looks like kinda like Frodo at the end. Lifeless, grey, mean. Yeah, he is very tanky. The Ring of Regen is fantastic against the Shadow Strike. But yeah, also no expansion on RazerMoon's side. Close to 3, Merc access. Merc's really good against ghouls to a degree. INSUP is getting ready for possible Warden, well, for the guaranteed Warden harass. So I like that timing. Also lots of Blight. Plus the option to rebuild Acolytes. It is, as it is such a big map, it's kind of hard to cover everything and to creep, to scout everywhere. Ooh, since I'm kinda doing the Carson cosplay, do I have to be Canadian and talk about hockey now too? I heard the German did something fine yesterday. The German's pretty good. The Germans in general are pretty good in NHL. The young one and, you know, the former MVP one. I wouldn't know. We have the calm before the storm. INSUP's goal, check out that there's an expansion. He's close. He's so close. Doesn't check it on the right hand side. And that is INSUP getting some kills right here. Coil, Nova, boop, 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 boop. Dude, RazerMoon is taking a beating. As long as INSUP keeps one coil ready, all fine. Maybe that's a big if. Putting all the rings all the rings on the lich. It's actually not too bad. Like RazerMoon seriously seems to have an obsession with liches and narrow towers. No deny, unfortunately. That was a solid jump in XP. Not the end of the world, it's only level 1 and mana was empty anyway. But it does hurt. More problematic. 40 food. He's stuck. Over that fight, he forgot to build the ziggurat. This is gonna be problematic for RazerMoon. Like, without that fight, without all the losses, definitely playable. That did sound Carsten talking about hockey. Yeah. Sorry. Hey, come on guys. I heard it's hard for the North Americans to watch hockey because you can't find the matches on your 1,000 billion channels. So how am I from Germany supposed to do that? I just read some news here and there. RazerMoon needs to hold on to this tree. And he needs to keep it up for a while also level at the same time. Didn't I say at the beginning of the fight I gotta survive like the dead moment at 4 AM? It's pretty much precisely 4 AM. And whew. The action at the late game has to carry me through the 4 o'clock moment. This is the Twilight Zone, everybody.
Players' forces are under attack.
Also Twilight Zone for INSUP and RazerMoon. Does INSUP know about this? It feels like it. Double heal scroll against a Shadow Strike Warden, no Panda. Little bit of an overcommitment, maybe. But maybe it's gonna save the push. This expo is super toast. Warden can't fight. Army isn't there. Only 47 food is not enough. Needs to do as much counter damage as possible. He never even saturated it. But problem is, INSUP has no TP. And this is free reign on the main. And I wonder what's better right now. INSUP is losing quite a bit. He's not really rich. He's spending all the gold currently while RazerMoon is still in his base. Maybe should have been a little more careful. Despite the level 2 Unholy Aura, it takes a long time from north to south. And Warden just moves away. Damage done. So we rebuilt that. RazerMoon was rather rich because he never pushed into upkeep, also didn't spend too much gold on items. Oh, Greater Mana is fantastic. So Lich is gonna be 3 soon if he camps this and one more. Sappers, huh? It's Sapper time. Yeah, it's Sapper time. Come on, we all knew it.
Forces are under attack.
And this is a cool timing once again. INSUP will be busy for a while. Has a town portal this time. Could evacuate, but I think he's going to finish it. Taking the damage, taking it on the chin. And here we go. Oh my. Oh, it didn't even blow up. RazerMoon and the Sappers is no love story tonight. I can tell you that much. Still pushing forward. But Warden needs to be 6. Like yesterday. Again, damage done. Some buildings killed. Acolytes force, but not even a TP force, right? No. And he can finish the red spot now with ease. And I think RazerMoon, yeah, he has to expand multiple times again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hope you got tomorrow off, Neo. 10 AM meeting, 1 PM meeting. After that, hopefully joining Remo for the cast. 6 PM Creepjack cast. Then Creepjack League, I have to play myself. And then GNL at 8 PM. So, no. So, we have another Sapper, guys. Do you think that INSUP Sapper alert is set again? I think so. Oh, we definitely saw it. Nice. Blows up the shop, but that's about it. Statue wanted to block there, so it never connects to the ziggurats. Off we go. We have a push, but it's a rather weak one by INSUP. RazerMoon can do it. Wow, that was the perfect timing. I was about to make the joke that iNSUP pulled out too early. But no, he didn't. Perfect moment. Oh my god, that was on the spot. The perfect time to TP. But he can't rebuild fiends or ghouls currently. RazerMoon has to build the third expansion. He's running out of gold very soon. I guess his idea was to expand twice at some point. That's not happening. There's some sick moments in this game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Who makes the next mistake? Who has the better trades? Warden is close to 6.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
I can't get any big kills, right? Oh, needs just one more. A ghoul or something. Trying to level up at the Acolytes. That's enough. Level 6. Mana is available too. And now you gotta fight the Avatar. But Warden needs to go back soon. She might be needed. Yeah, iNSUP just penduluming between left and right. Checking the right hand side. Should be checking the right hand side as well. Well, in the meantime, his economy is getting wrecked. Dude, what a banger game. This might even be better than RazerMoon vs. Duck. Expo again. And now comes the TP. And also TP here to not sacrifice the Avatar. You don't want to give that up too early. That would also kill all the spirits. So there is a chance. Expo here. The gold difference is 1,400 plus all the Acolytes. Obviously TPs were involved as well, but mostly on both sides. Yo, sick matches. Okay, Warden level 6. Show us the way. I'm curious where this will end. Love the shade by iNSUP. He knows that there's a lot going on. RazerMoon will be trying to get some sneaky expos in. But Shade is scouting all that. And we have a next Sapper. And guess what? iNSUP might not be ready for it this time. Boom! That's all he wanted the entire game. Attempt number 4 is finally working. Okay, this could be some terrible damage right now. But he still doesn't want to take the fight. He just wants Acolytes. God, this is so annoying. Playing against this is just hell. But hey, hell should be funny, eh? Army is still very small. Obviously, you gotta afford a lot of items constantly, especially in the mana department. You gotta be ready at all times. While at the, on the other hand side, you have a statue for that. Just have to rebuild your whole economy. Wisps are making the way again. 1,000 gold left. Moonworld's pretty dry. iNSUP, I think, can't afford to think about an expansion. Semi-final on the line. There's points to be earned for the season end final. Second last edition here. Before the finals. Or before the cutoff to the finals. And now iNSUP got the expo. Only 4 out of 5. He's gonna be broke for a while. But that is calculated. Checking right hand side mine. Left hand side mine. Nothing's there. Slowly but steady. iNSUP is getting there. $50-50 food. No consumables for RazerMoon. No invul, no mana.
A town is under siege.
This is a game of nerves. The second map in a row that goes above 20 minutes. First TM, now MV. Kaboom. Didn't really work again. But hey, as long as it distracts from the Warden gathering more experience and killing more acolytes, all fine. Oh, but the expo got cancelled. Nice. Didn't even see that. So yeah, this is tricky now. Due to all this harass, iNSUPERABLE still has 2,000 gold. He's in no rush. RazerMoon's in a rush. Because his base is empty. And the tree is pretty slow. It's a long way to that expo. But we have a fight. Maybe we don't need that. If these guys have a solid fight now. Town Portal Invul Potion, but on the other side we got Coil Nova. And still, again, no Invul, no potion on the Warden whatsoever. Problematic situation for RazerMoon. Nice dodge, though. Projectile disjoint once the Warden blinks, so it doesn't do any damage. And iNSUPERABLE is losing 8 supply in this fight. Warden doesn't even need to do anything. Is it seriously the Warden that carries this alone? Can't do that forever. Lich in trouble, mana is an issue. Warden comes in, instant TP. Is it damage enough for the DK? He might be able to force an invul, but not just there. That was time. For the expo on the right hand side is running. Statues have to work overtime. And iNSUPERABLE doesn't have the gold currently for a second base, while he's only mining on 4. Oh yeah, baby. 23-minute mark. Oh my god. While we played this series, the entire lower bracket finished? No, it's still Pato versus Dice, right? Okay, so they have the semi-final. But man, that would be funny. Would have been a fast bracket as well. Let me guess, Pato racing through the bracket as expected. Not really as expected. Versus Dice, it should be really, really close. So is it Cyprus again? He can't really afford that, right? No, he can't. Not on 40 food. Not without items. He's forced back now. iNSUPERABLE is pulling ghouls. Probably gave up the idea of another base anytime soon. There's no TP. There's only consumables. This is supposed to be the knockout punch. And it looks pretty good. If RazerMoon uses the staff, it ends up here. Right in the grave. So good luck. Once again, it has to be the Warden. Invul Potion now. Dodges it, like, didn't even dodge it. The coil didn't really went off, so iNSUP still has full mana. He's just waiting for the 7 seconds to be over, and then it's coil, Nova, galore. Warden has to get out, so let's pick some new targets. Oh no, we don't! We just stick with what was working onto the lid the entire time. Not sure if it's working though. DK is 2 mana rich in that regard, but iNSUP also seeing red. Trying to nuke that Warden into oblivion. Now she's gone. No Lich focus anymore, rather switch to the Dark Ranger, but this is too much hero focus. This is too easy and not enough damage, I guess. If the statues restore some mana, it should all be fine for iNSUP. Then he can kill the expansion, and then there's no chance really. It really bites RazerMoon now that he harassed so much, because iNSUP still has income at the 25-minute mark. That's insane. New spirits, but the avatar is over very soon. He can resummon it immediately. There's no real cooldown on it, no downtime. But yeah, that might be the end right here. Only Dryads. Slowly but steady. iNSUP is getting close to a GG. No expansion on the left-hand side. He scouts it there too. No sneaky one on the bottom right. But yeah, iNSUP now out of gold too. Can RazerMoon play the Blink Shadow Strike game? It's gonna be so tough. It's gonna be so tough. Brute Force, lots of Wisp repairing. No, ooh, that needed a dispel. I was about to say no Blink available because there was silence, but silence dispelled, then blinked, and then more or less saved. But no redo here. Wisps should be nuked in a second, and the Tree of Eternity is down. No more potions. And no more income. Destroyer is falling here as well. Guys, I have no idea. It feels like everything is still possible since iNSUP didn't expand ever, and it's still a Warden level 7.7. As long as there's Moon Juice and as long as there's statues, both have regen. And both can use their spells. And with that, both can use their game. Can win the game. But yeah, having the tech eliminated and having no income is a problem. iNSUP could sell a bit. Oh, he sold all items already too. Holy moly, what a game.
Players' forces are under attack.
No disease cloud? Nope, no disease cloud. That would have gone a long way till now, that's for sure. But he got his objective. Everything that dies now will never come back. And the shoe is on the other foot. iNSUP found the gold to expand once again. Close to level 8 Warden. Reju running. And no destroyers against this anymore. So the Reju is gonna run through. This is amazing recovery that RazerMoon can work with now. Supply dead even. If a hero falls, the game is pretty much over. We don't have any GNL bears currently ready. DK gotta be careful. Of course, RazerMoon is revealed, but I don't think it's the biggest difference here. Most important for iNSUP, buying time for that second base. Third base. Attempt. What happens to iNSUP if these statues are gone or empty? Hell of a game, 100%. RazerMoon can't really sell anything anymore. And can't stay in the fights without redo so long. Game on nerves. Whoever makes the next mistake is probably dead. Or if RazerMoon doesn't find a solution fast, iNSUP wins the game as well. Nova, there we go. Nice opening. Easy opening. DK is so tanky with that Ring of Regen. That Ring of Regen was a godsend, and yeah. For iNSUP, there's only one solution. And that is Nova onto the Warden. RazerMoon put on a great fight. But in the end, this might be a little bit too much. Thanks to the statues, but boop. Another big unit dead. More recovery dead. And iNSUP is mining again. Whoo!
A player's forces are under attack.
What's the way out? What's the Hail Mary? What's the play, RazerMoon?
Town is under siege.
Onto the Acolytes, I guess, but... it did work to a degree, as the Avatar was here. Hello, level 8. Okay, remember 30 seconds ago when I said iNSUP is mining again? Scratch that. That's of course a way to play this. Spirits are invulnerable. There's nothing you can do against them except killing the original Avatar. But you shouldn't give it up. Ah, it's about to expire anyway, so that's fine.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's no way iNSUP can rebuild if he loses this Haunted, right? Like, no way. Nice positioning for the Warden here to see, okay, if he builds more Acolytes to restore the one he had, then they'll just die again. And wait, am I seeing this correctly? That there's no Acolytes anymore? iNSUP needs to sell an item. Tell us, man. Had to be gone. Needs Acolytes. Thing is, RazerMoon can do this again. He has barely anything left. There's a Sapper somewhere. Oh, the Shade sees it. He's trying to set up this attack so well, but it's all seen and scouted. He sold everything for this Sapper. That is sad. That is a sad ending to an awesome series. The Shade eventually wins the game, but man, this was power of will, focus, and not slipping when slipping wasn't allowed. iNSUP makes it 2-1. We get the classic versus Hitman. RazerMoon eliminated in the quarterfinal, but once again, he played himself into my heart as every time when I see him on stream playing. The Sappers, a little excessive, I'd say. iNSUP takes it 2-1. God damn. I love these two in this matchup. Just so fun. I wouldn't blame iNSUP if he wants to take a little break now. That was stressful. We give him all the time in the world to cover the... but we will definitely cover Hitman vs. iNSUP like this. There's no doubt about that. We're gonna do that.